It's beginning to look a lot like Vlogmas. Yarn in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the sweater that's made for me under your Christmas tree. Good morning. Today is Sunday, December 8th. Happy Vlogmas. So Vlogmas has been going on for a week now, and I have gotten some feedback from my channel, and you guys are really happy with seeing me on here again. So I'm very happy. Thank you for all the messages. Thank you to everyone who's been watching. Even if you have not subscribed, even if you haven't said anything and still watched, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It just makes me feel good to know that I'm actually talking to someone out there, because you know, you sit here and you record a video and you don't really know who's watching. So I love when you reach out to me. So today I am intent on answering those messages, just so that you know I saw your message. What else is going on today? Something serious happened last night. This morning I wake up and I'm hearing on the news that at around 12:20 a.m. there were two women who had a night out last night and got really intoxicated. And they were getting off the train at Broadway Junction. Now, Broadway Junction, for those of you who don't know, it is where the A train, the AC line, interacts with the JZ line as well as the L line. It is very crowded over there. The L train and the J train are both outdoor trains, and the A train is underground. The AC line is underground. But just to give it some context, so these two women were getting off the train. They had on high heels. They were highly intoxicated. I think from what the news said, they may have been holding on to each other. I'm not sure. But one of them slipped. I think maybe they were getting onto the train. That's what happened. God, I can't remember now. They said on the news so fast. But one of them slipped and fell in between the platform and the train. And another one is actually injured right now at Brookdale Hospital. So the one that fell, I'm so sorry, she passed away. So all this being said to say, please be careful. Be very, very, very careful. When you go out, I know you want to have a good time. I know it's the holiday season. Everybody is saying, hey, come, let's go meet for drinks, whatever. Fine. But please don't overdo it. Know your limit. I mean, come on. They were 23 years old. They had their whole life ahead of them. I'm sure they may have not even had kids yet, or may not have even met the love of their life yet. But at this point, it's really sad. So I would give you some tips that I've always used to do. I always used to do when I was younger and I was out a lot. I'm not gonna lie. You're young. You want to have fun. You want to go out. Someone's birthday, hey, and then the next day, oh, it's after work drinks, and then the next day it's something else. So you could seriously be out drinking every single night, especially in New York. There's so much going on. Always have your car fare, have your Uber money set aside in case you're like, you know what, I don't want to take the train, or have a buddy system. Make sure before you leave that bar, get a bottle of water. Or, what I used to do personally, the guys would say, oh, girl, don't spend money on drinks. I got you. The guys would buy all the drinks. But when we're leaving, there was this pizza place. And I'd be like, hey, guys, I got $20. We're getting a pie. And then we would get a pie of pizza before we end up going our separate ways to come home. Because it just puts you in a frame of mind where, you are a little bit more alert and a little bit more there, because you never know what can happen on the transportation system. You want to believe, yes, the train is going to come immediately and I'm just going to go home and get in my bed and have my day tomorrow. But for these girls, that did not happen. So I'm just telling you guys to please be careful. So, okay, that's my Sunday morning spiel. It's time to get Vlogmas from last night uploaded because, yeah, I was up late last night. Let me show you what I was doing. This is my hat that I cast on for a second time yesterday, and I'm very happy now with the stitch amount, and You know, I should have just followed what the designer said when she said how much to cast on, because I thought, oh, my hair is gonna be, it fits. So anyway, yeah, so that's what's gonna happen right now. So I'm gonna work on the Vlogmas from yesterday, and I'm gonna get breakfast going. So I'll be uploading videos while I'm eating breakfast. So yeah. So the Vlogmas episode from yesterday is encoding right now. It took not too long to put it together, which is great. It's about 19 minutes long-ish. Hopefully everything goes well, and we don't have any issues today like what we had yesterday with having to do it 3 times over. I really want to post it up soon so you guys can watch. So in the meantime, while I still have energy and I'm up and I'm excited to do things in the house, you know, domestic things, I am going to do what I said I was going to do yesterday, which is go through the cabinet in the closet and remove all the clothes, KonMari the mess out of that cabinet, so that I can have room for things that I really need, instead of it just holding things just for the sake of holding things. So I'm gonna get into that now. It's a little scary, but you know what? Sometimes you have to go through something fearful to come out better on the end. So I'm just thinking about the final product and having a beautiful space for my sweaters and my cutesy little t-shirts, and having just a better organization of my things. So time to do that right now. And I have a reward for my work. When it's all said and done, I'm gonna have some pumpkin cheesecake, or maybe I will bake some pumpkin cupcakes. I still have leftover buttercream, or I should say maple cream cheese frosting. That's what I made for Thanksgiving, and it's been in an airtight concealer in a container, not concealer. What am I talking about? Airtight container in the fridge, so I can just whip it up again and use it to cover the cupcakes if I actually make them. So I did buy more pumpkin, and I do want to utilize it before it starts to go bad. So I think I'm really gonna just do that today. But first things first, I must get this cabinet taken care of. So that will be my reward. So I know you're not really supposed to reward yourself with food, but it's pumpkin. Why not? It's Sunday. Like, you know, I can have a nice little dessert. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So this is what I'm going to affectionately call the monster cabinet. As you can see here, I have some t-shirts. There are some sweaters over there, and some shorts that don't belong in here that are like falling out. I need to find the right place to put them. And we have some crochet items here. Just a big mishmash of stuff that needs to be properly organized. So I am going to dig in right now and take it all out and really make sure I really want everything that's going back in there. Here we have some of my most recent knitted items. As you can see, the winged shawl that I wore at Vogue Knitting Live. We have my Ingalls cardigan, my Zweig, Sunset Highway is right below it. I think that's all I can figure out for now. These are sweaters that are not hand knit, but I want them to go in there anyway. We also have my Fickle Heart from Justina Lorkovska. I knit that a couple years ago. This sweater here is a sweater that I knit for Perth Festival of Yarn last year, and it still has ends that need to be woven in, and you know, I gotta sew up these holes. I kind of basically just finished it quickly for a picture and never got to really finish anything. There's a button band that needs buttons, and I have to put the grosgrain ribbon on the back, so I got my work cut out for me. But I'm just organizing everything that needs to go into the closet, so at least I know there's a space for everything, and then whatever needs to be washed and properly taken care of as far as weaving in of ends or anything else, we'll deal with that afterwards. for new loved sweaters. Well, hand knit sweaters. I always wanted to remove all of my store-bought sweaters and replace them with hand knit sweaters, and now I have an opportunity to do that. So I'm very happy. And I'm taking a break from reorganizing the closet to have dinner. This is Spanish rice, mac and cheese, and spinach because we need protein. All vegetarian today. Here we go. So I am done with reorganizing all of the clothing in this cabinet. So hand knit sweaters are here. We've got some store-bought ones here, but this is hand knit as well. We've got sweatshirts, long sleeve tees, and short sleeve tees down there. Yes. So, so happy that's over and done with now. So that closet was a big task, but now I have to assess where am I going to put my new sweaters that are on the needles. So I think what I'm going to do is I may end up actually moving the t-shirts to another portion of my wardrobe and then make space in that column for the new sweaters that I'm going to complete. Hopefully before the end of December or January. We'll see. So yeah, that was a task, but I feel a lot better, and I do have a laundry basket full of shirts that are way too small, and they're gonna go to charity. So yeah, I'm gonna get that squared away and try to hang up some more things into the rest of the closet. And see if there's anything else that I can donate. So it has been a day, but it is so worth it, and it makes me feel so much better that I have cleared up so much stuff, and I can see where things belong now, and I can assess my wardrobe in a better fashion, which means ultimately getting places faster, being able to find clothes faster. You know, it's like you organize things in the beginning of the year, and then things, I don't know when, but they just go haywire. So you have to, you know, take the time, reevaluate. There's still a lot of things that I may still have to quote unquote KonMari. So I want to, you know, I just look at things and I'll say, do I like this? Does this give me joy? Does, you know, can this be fixed? Certain things just couldn't, so they had to go. So yeah, as it stands now, I am fine when it comes to clothing. I just want to finish my sweaters. So I'm actually going to do my advent calendar now, and then I'm going to sit down and knit for a bit. So that way things can get done and off the needles so I can get more sweaters in rotation. So thank you guys for watching me as I go through this purge. It never ends, but you know, it is one big step that I took towards overall getting everything squared away. So you start with, you know, you can't do it all in one day. So you start with one drawer at a time, or, you know, if I do, you know, I have like 3 more drawers that I need to organize. I can get it done by the end of the week, and it'll be so much better. And then my Salvation Army bag will be so much bigger. So yeah, thank you guys for helping me to go through that. So I've been knitting away on my hat, and I made a lot of progress. I'm very happy about that. So I read the instructions, and they said knit to 7 inches, and I've got 7.5 roughly. It's okay. I'm gonna stop here and then start the decreasing. I'm so happy. This hat's almost done. Yes. Okay, and I have another update for you. So this is the Christmas tree. We haven't put the angel up yet, but my mom has been working diligently placing all of these ornaments all day, to the point where she was playing Candy Crush and falling asleep on herself, and I told her to go to bed. So while I was sorting through a million different sweaters and shirts and tops, she was dealing with these glittery things. So these are an accumulation of years of finding random things in random stores, and yeah, this is where we're at right now. It's still not done, like it's not finished. We still have a few more ornaments, and the top is looking a little bare because she is not tall enough to get there. So we have to fill that in somehow. I'm gonna try to call some really tall friends to come and help with the situation if possible. So, oh, I really like this one. It's really pretty. So yeah, this is our tree at the moment, and we still have some ornaments in here, and we have some flowers to stick in there as well. Some butterflies. So yeah, this is where it's at. Tree skirt is not even there yet, and we also added some festive lights to the windows and added these bows. So yeah, we're getting there eventually. Christmas is coming. So I'm about ready to call it a night because it has been a day. Oh my goodness. So I'm glad that we were able to show you what we do around the house to get ready for Christmas. And I'm glad I got my clothes sorted, at least some of them sorted, so that someone in the charity shop can get something nice, size small and medium. Yeah. Oh, before I go, there are two things that I want to show you that I found it very difficult to part with. And I found a nice home for one of them, but the other one is kind of MIA. So let me show you really quickly. So the first thing I found is this 100% wool sweater from the Gap. This sweater I've had since college. I was working at the Gap, my first retail job, and this was one of those, this was the color of the season, and I had to have this sweater, and I wore this sweater so much, and it kept me so warm, and I just cannot send it to the charity shop because I don't think they will appreciate this. Now, if this was an acrylic sweater, I could throw it out and say, oh yeah, it's old, I can throw it out. But this is 100% wool. This is not gonna die. This is wool, like woolly wool. So I'm definitely giving this to a friend. I've already reached out to her and she will fit it because she's a small. I am no longer a small, but is that there? Yeah. Yeah, so this is going to a good home and I'm very happy, and I know she will be happy with it as well. So this was the first thing, and I'll show you the second one now. This is another sweater it is actually, let's see, 98% wool, 2% nylon. And this sweater, I used to wear the heck out of this. It was super warm, and it's kind of see-through, but not really. You could just, wear like a little camisole or something underneath it. I really am struggling with giving this to charity because, once again, I don't know if they will fully appreciate the woolly wool. And I think it's a really cute sweater. I think it's on trend because this big, I guess not big, but relaxed fit is what's popping now. And this was popping back then. In my my second job, my second retail job was at Polo Jeans Company. So this was like probably the year after I was at the Gap. So This is still good. It's woolly wool. What can I say? So it needs a home. So if you know anyone who's a size medium that wants this sweater, I will be happy to part with it. So if not, oh, I don't know where I'm going to send it to. If anyone has any recommendations, let me know. It's been really amazing finding those sweaters that when I first bought them, I was just like, oh, it's just a sweater. The Polo G's Company one, I think I must have gotten it 80% off because I was a cashier at the time. And we were, you know, it was, they were closing out the store. So they brought basically all the inventory to our store and everything was like 50, 60, 70% off. And then we had the employee discount on top of it. So I couldn't even tell you how much I paid for that sweater, but it is so warm and it's such a treat that as a knitter now, I fully appreciate the handicraft that went into making that sweater. And it does look hand knit. So yeah, someone worked on that sweater. It's really, really nice. So that being said, I'm going to call it a night now and dream about more sweaters to fill my knitting cabinet. And if you have any recommendations for anything, let me know. I'm interested. So, all right, have a good night and happy Vlogmas.